Hi, I'm Tim Neubauer, and this is your safety moment. This is Safety Data Sheet Explained Part 9, or Section 9 of the SDS. Now, Section 9 is a mandatory section according to OSHA 29 CFR 1910-1200 Appendix D. There's an old joke. What does it look like, smell like, and taste like so I don't step in it? In this section of the SDS, a lot of information is covered that will help an exposed employee identify what the chemical properties are to safely handle it. There are 18 lines in this section. The first line is appearance, the physical state or color. This line discusses the physical appearance of the chemical, including if it's a gas, solid, or liquid at room temperature. Odor. What does a chemical smell like, and if there is a separate chemical added to enhance that smell? Odor threshold. This line informs the exposed employee at what concentration would the odor be detectable. pH. pH is a measure of how acidic or base a substance or solution is. pH is measured on a scale of 0 to 14. On this scale, a pH value of 7 is neutral, which means that it is neither acidic nor base. A pH base of less than 7 means that it's more acidic, and a pH value of more than 7 means it's basic. Melting and freezing point. This line informs the employee at what point a chemical will freeze or melt. Initial boiling point and boiling range. This line expands on the previous line and gives the chemical's range of boiling. At the top of this range usually indicates when the liquid is turning into a gas. Flash point. According to OSHA, flash point is a minimum temperature at which a liquid gives off a vapor which is ignitable. Evaporation rate. The evaporation rate is a ratio of time required to evaporate a chemical in comparison to another test chemical. The results are expressed either as a percentage, a specified amount, or a relative ratio. This is used most often for solvents. Flammability, as applicable to solids or gases. Flammability is a measure of how quickly a specific chemical is capable of catching fire and burning. Upper and lower flammability or explosive limits. The upper limit of flammability can be defined as the highest concentration of a vapor or gas as a percentage that will produce a flash or fire when ignited by a source of heat. Now, to understand this, you can reach an upper flammability range by having so much product and not enough air to support the fire. That would be the upper limit, where there's so much, there's not enough oxygen to support the fire. In contrast, the lower limit of flammability is a concentration of a combustible material in air below which ignition will not occur. It is often interchangeable with lower explosive limit for dust or minimum explosive concentration, otherwise known as MEC. Vapor pressure. The pressure exerted by the gas in equilibrium with the solid or liquid in a closed container at a given temperature is called vapor pressure. Vapor density, the weight of a vapor or gas compared to the weight of an equal volume of air. Materials lighter than air rise, heavier ones stay low. Relative density. The ratio of the density of a substance to the density of a standard substance under specified conditions. For liquids and solids, this is usually water. Solubility. Solubility is the ability of a substance to form a solution with another substance or solvent. Partition coefficient. The partition coefficient is defined as a ratio of the equilibrium concentrations of a dissolved substance in a two-phase system. Autoignition temperature. The lowest temperature at which a chemical will spontaneously ignite in a normal atmosphere without external source of ignition, such as a flame or a spark. Decomposition temperature. This means the breaking down of a chemical compound by heat into smaller components which do not recombine when cooled. Viscosity. This is the measure of the resistance to flow of a fluid. I like to say it's the stickiness of it. Call Exceed Safety for more information or to schedule your HAZCOM training class today. Exceed Safety and Tim Neubauer are restricted by a non-compete in some geographic areas and clients until May 4th, 2023. Please call for more information. I'm Tim Neubauer, and this has been your Safety Moment.
Exceed Safety, the consulting you need. Exceed Safety, expectations exceeded. So call 919-728-SAFE.